Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I filmed for you a natural remedies based video that focuses primarily on body care. I'm really excited to get this one up for you because I really believe in using natural products to help resolve minor issues. To kick things off, I created an oatmeal and honey face mask. I started by using about 1/4 cup of organic oats, and then I mixed it with some hot water that I heated up over my kettle. I wanted to let the oats absorb all the water before I truly mixed it and then transferred it into a food processor. I ended up using the food processor to mix the oatmeal and the honey in order to create a smoother texture when it came to applying to the face. If I were to use a whisk and mix it by hand, the oatmeal would stay a little bit too clumpy and then end up falling off my face instead of sitting there and really working its magic when it comes to moisturizing. I found this to be a lot easier. I know that there are other ways to mix in these two ingredients, but it was easier this way and definitely less messy. After the two ingredients were combined and transferred over, I ended up pulsating them, and you want to make sure you do this pretty slowly and in doses in order to avoid a very thin-like texture. It should still be thick. The reason why I chose to do oatmeal and honey together is because oatmeal has a lot of hydrating qualities on its own, but you need an activator in order to pull out those moisturizing products, and honey is that activator. I then transferred it into the refrigerator to create a cool-like feeling when it came to applying it on my face, and it worked out perfectly because it's really hot out this day that I filmed, and it's exactly what I needed. So I used my little face mask applicator that I have and made sure that it was spread evenly over my entire face. You want to make sure you put a towel on your lap just to prevent any fallout. And yeah, that's what it looked like. Moving on to the coffee cacao body scrub. This one is very easy to make. All you need is a cup of raw sugar. I use coconut sugar here. And then I also mixed it with 1/4 cup of coconut oil at a melted point with a 1/2 cup of coffee. And then I added in 3 tablespoons of cacao powder. So I created this recipe in order to have a little bit more balance when it comes to the coffee scrub. So coffee on its own has a lot of antioxidants in it, and so does cacao powder. And it's really good when it comes to inflammation. And everybody knows that coffee scrub is good when it comes to circulating blood flow and also helping the prevention of stretch marks and the appearance of them. So that's why I did this. It's great for anyone that isn't pregnant and for those that are. It's great when it comes to exfoliating the skin. You can put it on your belly, and it's very moisturizing. I found that my skin was really smooth after this one. Moving on to the third natural remedy that I created. This might come off a little bit taboo, but it really works. I mixed together an ounce of melted coconut oil with 3 to 5 drops of tea tree oil, and this really does act as a true antifungal for your vagina. It is really great when it comes to trying to fight off any infections when it comes to UTIs or yeast infections, which all females are prone to getting, especially when you're pregnant. So I highly, highly recommend trying this one out. For the last natural remedy, I ended up making an eczema therapy-based body butter. And the reason I did this is because my daughter and I both suffer from eczema, but this body butter could be used for anyone. It can be used to help prevent stretch marks. It can be used if you do have dry, itchy, irritated skin. That's the benefit of this recipe. I absolutely love it. So what I ended up doing was melting the shea butter and the coconut oil over a double boiler, and I used about 1/2 cup for each. And you want to do that just to slowly melt the two in a safe way. And then you can add in about 1 tablespoon of honey. And the honey is a really, really good cure for eczema. There isn't a cure, but I say that with quotes around it because honey is known to really, really help with inflammation. And that's why I added it to this recipe as well. I then added in my tea tree oil, and I added about 10 to 20 drops. It just depends on how much you make. And then I added in some lavender as well. You guys can look up the benefits for each, but tea tree oil is really good when it comes to the skin and the hair, and then also working as an antifungal ingredient. That's why I used it in my vaginal healer. After all the ingredients are mixed, you want to bring the butter to room temperature in order to create a thicker base when it comes to whipping it. I ended up doing that, and it was a lot easier to make more of a whipped butter. And it just, for that reason, it's just to allow the application process to be smoother and easier, as opposed to just having a lot of oil getting all over your clothes and it not being able to fully absorb into the body. So that's why I did that. I ended up transferring it over to a container, and I'm going to seal it off with a lid. And when I made this, it smelled so good. It smelled like honey and the natural fragrances that come with shea butter. And I then wanted to show you guys how I applied it to my daughter. She gets eczema on both arms, right in the middle, and she loved it. She always helps apply lotion and stuff to her body, and it was really cute, and I'm really glad that she liked it. Alright, that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I was really excited to share these ingredients and recipes with you. Please let me know down below if you enjoyed them as well. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.